What is up, my beautiful people? It's Natural Shaman here, and today I'm here to wake y'all up. We about to break down what stars actually are and how they affect you on a day-to-day basis while you dwelling within this three-dimensional realm, right? So go ahead and smash that freaking like button, hit the subscribe button, and smash that like button one more freaking time. And don't forget to share this post because I know this is going to be life-changing for y'all. I'm here to blow the lid off of what you're talking about as far as realm and reality. And before we get into it, I want to let y'all know what you're actually looking at on the screen. This is a Merkaba. Okay, this is your spirit light body vessel, right? And it's based off of vibrational frequency. Now, as you can see in the title, what we're talking about today is what are stars and planets and how do they directly affect this reality, right? Now, first off, what I'm going to do is blow your mind, right? Because as you can see on your screen right here, what we're looking at is images from NASA, right? They take what they call, a Hubble telescope, right? Which they show you these balls, right? With the planets and the stars are, right? They're supposed to be these balls of gas and things of this nature, or this ball of a solid substance, which is, what you would call a planet. But what I'm here to do is wake y'all up. So let's go ahead and take a look at this, right? On this one picture right here, you got Mars and then you got Venus, right? This is clearly CGI. Do you feel what I'm saying? Because how you just gonna zoom in on Venus straight up on top of that, right? And there ain't nothing around it. You just gonna block out all the other stars, or what people like to call stars. But I'm about to blow your mind with this. I'm about to blow your mind with this. Just stay tuned because I'm really about to get into it and break this down. It's gonna blow your whole what you think about reality. So just take a look at these images real quick. And now I'm about to just bust your head open with this knowledge and information, right? Because we talking about some intergalactical wisdom, right? Now, let's deal with what we actually think, our reality is, right? If you take a look here, you're gonna see that this picture is changing, right? It's the same Hubble telescope. So how you got a different image on every one? You got one right here to say that this is Venus when they using the same image for the sun, and then over here you got another one that's saying that this is Venus, right? And it's all of these different artists, right? Which this is actually CGI. So let me go ahead and jump to what stars and planets actually are because it has a whole lot to do with vibrational frequency and how it directly connects to you. All right, so if y'all take a look at this image and what we see right here, we're talking about the different states of matter that actually exist within this dimension, right? And I know y'all probably already know this. This is, some elementary stuff, but this is something that they're not telling you about it, right? Obviously, the slower a particle is moving, it's going to be a solid. The faster it's moving, then it's going to turn into a liquid. And then we talking about gas, then we talking about a plasma state, right? Now, if we talking about what plasma is and what's beyond plasma, we get into the realm of the spiritual. Anything beyond plasma, right? We're talking about the spiritual, right? We're talking about how fast something is moving based off of vibrational frequency, right? Now, if we're talking about your spirit, right? Being that we're beings cast down, you feel what I'm saying? From our ninth dimension, right? Cast down from ninth density into this three-dimensional realm, right? And we're trapped inside of a box. You feel what I'm saying? Trapped inside of the box in which we call our body. Earth in this three-dimensional realm of reality is actually a prison for our spirit because we violated some intergalactical laws, which I'm gonna get into that in another video. But I'm just here to give you some backdrop before I really beat you across the head with this wisdom. So let's go ahead and pop it off. Now, being that we are trapped inside of these three-dimensional bodies, right? What is your body mostly made up of? Your body is mostly made up of 70 to 85% water. Yes, 70 to 85% water. As above, so below. It's in you, so without. So within, so without. So with that being said, let's go ahead and move on to the next thing. So I'll go ahead and break this thing down even more. All right, y'all. So what we talking about here is the fact that we exist in water, right? There's H2O. When you're giving off water vapors, you feel what I'm saying, within your body. There's H2O all around us, right? And then you have these bodies of water that tend to puddle up in different places like the ocean and stuff like that. But I'm here to tell you that outside of this realm on which we call Earth, that there's also water. If you're familiar with any type of comedic knowledge or comedic science, once you get past this earthly physical level, right? We're talking about dealing with the primordial waters in which everything comes from, that complete darkness, right? This is why you see all of the Netarus, right, in a boat. You feel what I'm saying? Manifesting. Each one of the Netarus actually manifest a different aspect of reality in which we live in, right? So what I'm saying this to say is that water is the actual conduit, right, which transfers vibrational frequency. You feel what I'm saying? So let me show you exactly how it happens when you put a frequency through water, because it's getting real serious here when we're talking about breaking down this sacred geometry and how it actually affects the realm of reality in which we live in. So take a look at this video, right? What they're doing is they're playing frequencies through the water. And as you can see, it's making perfect geometrical shapes based off of what frequency the water is at. So what you're noticing right here is something called cymatics, right? It's the fact of sacred geometric shapes being displayed based off of whatever frequency is being exhibited through the water. Now, with that being said, realizing that your body, this whole entire reality is made up of water, right? So when we're talking about what the stars are, which I'm gonna get real deep into that and blow your mind, right? But just notice this. This is exactly what happens whenever you listen to Hertz. Your waters within inside of your being are going to create these same geometrical patterns, right? Which this is why we're talking about raising our vibrational frequency. We're talking about using the different sacred tones like the Om, right? Or the vowels, the A, E, I, O, U's, right? Because they resonate within our chakras and we start emitting a specific vibrational frequency. Now, I'm going to show you how this actually works, because each and every one of us emits something called an aura through your heart chakra, right? Based off of what vibrational frequency we at. All right, so let's get into it. If you see here, you have two things called a torus field, right? You got a greater torus field, which is resonating throughout your entire being, right? And then you got your heart chakra, which is another torus field. So you have a torus field within inside of a torus field, right? You're emitting an electromagnetic frequency through your body, your third dimensional vessel, right? Which in your spirit, which is a plasma thing, right? Which is higher than third density, right? But it's trapped inside of this three-dimensional vessel, this three-dimensional vehicle in which we use to move about this this space that we in, right? Now, the thing about your spirit is the spirit is directly connected to the heart, right? So, however your spirit is vibrating, your heart is going to emit that same frequency. In turn, you're going to emit a frequency which is going to give you a pattern that could either be distorted or it's going to be geometrically in sync, right? Like the Fibonacci sequence, or we're talking about the sacred geometry in which we just saw in the previous video when we saw the frequencies going through the water. So you're constantly emitting a frequency. Now, depending on what you're actually feeling at the time, it's going to determine what type of shape you're emitting, right? When these shapes connect, you get what I'm saying, with other beings are able to feel them, and these shapes and these different frequencies interact with each other, right? And it's all based off of emotion and vibrational frequency. Now, here's a perfect example. Your heart's gonna beat like this: boom, 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 boom. Now, since it's a three-dimensional thing, that appears really slow, right? Now, let's see what happens whenever you have something that's moving at, let's say, 432 hertz, right? So if you could even fathom your heart beating at 432 times per second, right? Instead of boom, 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 boom. Then we're talking about how fast something is actually moving. Frequency is based off of, if you're looking at a graph and you see time going by, right? You have that line that's going by horizontally and you see it going up and down. Matter of fact, let me show you real quick. Okay, so look, what we have here is the perfect diagram, right? As you can see, the wavelengths are slower. And if you look at humans, right, which we're objects, right? This body that we live in, right? It's going very slow as far as the wavelengths, right? And then we're talking about things that are moving faster. You feel what I'm saying? So if you're looking at a honeybee, right, it's operating on a completely different frequency. That wavelength is getting smaller and smaller, and it's going faster and faster, all the way up to the atomic level, right? We're talking about these gamma ray frequencies. We're talking about these ultraviolet frequencies. And this is beyond our physical spectrum, right? Because if you look here, you can't see anything too low or you can't see anything too high. There's only a specific visibility range, right? Which is zero point 0.5 times 10 to the negative 6 power. That's what we're able to see with our physical eyes based off of how fast we're moving. You can't perceive something unless you're vibrating on that specific level. You get what I'm saying? This is why certain things are outside of our field of view. We're talking about different entities and different beings that vibrate on the ultraviolet, the X-ray, the gamma ray, and even beyond that, right? We came all the way from 9 ether down into this third density. So I just wanted to break that down and get that into y'all's head to show y'all the difference in vibrational frequencies. All right, people. So what we're about to do is get deep into this, right? I'm about to show y'all exactly what geometrical shapes are made based off of specific frequencies being played when you put sand on a metal plate, right? They did this experiment right here where anybody can go and see it. I'm using this as a reference. Everything is fair use, just for educational purposes, right? We're here to wake y'all the heck up. So let's go ahead and get into it. As you can see here, it changes into this shape right here at 345 hertz. That's unprecedented, right? This is exactly what's going on within inside of your being. This is at 1033 hertz. Do you see these different shapes that are being made right here? Wow. That's absolutely beautiful, right? Now, here's something that I want to break down to y'all. When you begin to do your breath meditations, when you begin to hit these sacred tones and sacred ohms, this is what you're actually emitting from your own vessel. Now, this video is about what the stars are and how they actually affect us. You feel what I'm saying? So this next clip that I'm about to show y'all is gonna blow y'all mind into the final conclusion of the point that I'm trying to make, that everything is based off of vibrational frequency. Okay? It gets more complex the higher the frequency goes. So I'm just here to show y'all that the higher that you vibrate, the more complex of a being you become. Do you feel what I'm saying? This is the whole point of talking about ascension. Ascension is about raising your vibrational frequency, bringing balance to your chakra systems, right? Now, let's go ahead and break down what the stars actually are. I had to give y'all that background just to even show y'all what this really is. We about to zoom in. We about to go to another video to where we get a amateur person taking their telescope, not the Hubble telescope, and actually they're going to zoom in on various stars and planets, and I promise you this is going to blow your freaking mind. Let's go ahead and get into it. So y'all, this right here is where I'm about to blow your mind at, right? If we go ahead and read this clip, it says, "Where were you when I laid the foundation of earth? Tell me, if you have understanding, who determined its measurements? Surely you know." Now, this is a quote coming from the Bible, right? We're talking about Job 38, 4 through 7. I'm not a full subscriber to the Bible, but there is hidden wisdom and knowledge within the Bible. Because if you break this thing down right here, what does it say? It says the stars sang together, right? What does it mean to sing? You're emitting a specific frequency from your voice. This is why when certain people sing, your body gets chills, right? Because it's directly affecting you on an emotional level, right? This is when we get into astrology and stuff. But let's go ahead and get into it. Let's go ahead and get into it. So, what they about to show you right here is the North Star. We're talking about Sirius right here. Okay, people? Look at this. What is this star doing, right? They zoomed out and they zoomed completely in. On the right, on the right you got NASA, okay? And on the left, what do you have? You have an actual person taking their telescope and showing you exactly what a star really is. Look at these waves and how it ripples, right? Look at that. It's emitting a specific frequency and tone, which is holding this entire reality together, right? Why are you only able to perceive it as a light? Because while we're locked into these three-dimensional realities, right, we're unable to actually fathom and perceive other dimensions. These stars and these planets, they are other dimensions with beings that actually exist on higher planes of existence. This is what I'm talking about here.
This one is called the Vela Pulsar.
Now moving on to planets, y'all. Y'all already saw this clip and how it works. This is what they call Venus. Venus is not a ball. It's not even a solid, right? It's not even a solid. This thing is a vibrational frequency that we have to match in order to get to that realm of reality. These are actually places you can go, but you have to be able to match the vibrational frequency in order to take your spiritual consciousness there. Now, when these things are emitting these frequencies, guess what's happening? When these planets and stars are emitting these frequencies, what they're doing is connecting directly with your electromagnetic torus field, directly affecting your spirit, right? So whenever we're talking about doing spells and we're talking about doing magic, it's all about matching the specific frequency in order to manifest into this reality, because this whole entire reality is a hologram based off of the vibrational frequencies being emitted at the stars, right? This is why people have different emotions and different things that happen in their life based off of what time period they in, based off of where the planet is inside of this in the sky, right? Because we're talking about the different constellations and the different celestial bodies that go through these zodiac constellations. Depending on if your Mars is in Aquarius, is going to determine how you communicate with individuals on this entire realm that we live in, because we all follow these same laws of vibrational frequency, because everyone is made up of 70 to 85% water, so there's no escaping it. All right, y'all, so take a look at this. They did this inside of a lab, right? They took a water bubble, right? And then they played a specific frequency through the water bubble, and I'm just gonna let y'all watch what happens.
Flask of liquid.
Right?
And this sound wave makes the bubble do something remarkable.
They sent a sound
First
wave
it expands,
through the liquid.
then it collapses. And this collapse happens so violently that vapor molecules trapped inside the bubble slam together and heat up so much that the bubble gives off an incredible burst of heat and light, several thousand times a second.
Did y'all just see what happened? When they sat up here and put the vibrational frequency within the water, it formed a bubble. And inside of the bubble, the particles, okay, the particles started moving so fast that it actually emitted a light. Okay, so first off, this is telling you that what is above your head when you look into the sky every day is water. And then on top of that, what you perceive as stars are vibrational frequencies being emitted down that hold this complete reality together. Okay, look at these vibrational frequencies when we're talking about the wavelengths. So if y'all take a look at these different notes, right? As you can see, As you can see, each note vibrates at a specific color, just like a specific color is pertained to a specific chakra. So each vibrational frequency, music notes, vibrational frequencies, and colors all have to do with the same thing. They're all connected, right? So what is that telling you? Everything inside of this complete reality has a specific color, so it's vibrating at a specific frequency. This means that if you match a specific frequency, right, by raising your vibrational frequency, you're able to match that same exact frequency and copy it. Once you're able to copy that, you're able to perceive it. And this is what I mean by dimensions and realities, right? It's unfathomable because you can't even match the same specific frequency. This is how entities attach to your chakra as well. Because when you're vibrating on a low level, guess what happens? Lower beings, right? Beings that aren't vibrating high are able to attach to you and feed off of the emotional trauma that you put out based off of how you're feeling with negative emotions. So I'm gonna break this down to y'all, and then we're gonna get it up out of here, y'all. So one thing that I want y'all to realize is what your spirit actually is. Okay, you are the exact same thing as a star. That's why they say you are God. You are an entire universe. There's an entire universe inside of you, because not only do you vibrate in the exact same way that I just showed you with these different stars and these different planets, right? But you vibrate the exact same way, and you're able to activate something which is called a Merkaba, a spiritual light body. So when you reach a certain vibrational frequency, right, you're able not only to leave this physical vessel, but you're able to go to these different places like Sirius. You're able to go to these different places like Venus and Mars and Neptune. These are actually other dimensions with other beings that actually exist. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all this next picture, and then we're gonna end it off there. All right, y'all. So if y'all take a look at this, right? If we take a look at what Earth is actually vibrating at, look at that cymatic design that you see there. That is ancient geometric shapes, right? Then if you look at Mars, then if you look at Venus, all of these different planets are going to have a play on how you feel emotionally, the type of thoughts that you're going to have, as well as how you interact with other beings. And what you see right here are different notes, the cymatics of different notes, right? So each one of these planets and each one of these stars is giving off a specific music note that changes, that you can resonate with. And this is why music is one of the number one weapons used against us, because when you distort the note and when you take it off, what it does is it has you automatically tap into different things based off of what vibrational frequency you in, is based off of what's able to attach to you and what type of thoughts you're able to have. This is why vibrating at a higher level, doing things like alkalining your body, eating well as doing meditation, is going to definitely get you to where you need to be, closer and closer to bringing balance to your chakras, activating your Merkaba in order for you to ascend out of this three-dimensional prison we call a body, right? Because I know y'all not trying to come back and be slaves again. Let's wake the damn up. You feel me? Peace and love to everybody. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Go ahead and drop a like. Go ahead and subscribe, and feel free to leave a comment. If y'all feel like I said something messed up, or you said ask me a question. You know what I'm saying? Check me. Shoot, check me for real. But yeah, peace and wholeness, peace and love. Stay up and keep that vibrational frequency high. One love. I'm out. All right, y'all. So if y'all enjoyed the video, you know what I'm saying. You can go ahead and donate to my Cash App, or you can hit me up on PayPal. The link will be in the description. Okay, go ahead and follow us on Facebook. We got a Facebook group called the Melinated Alchemist. You can go ahead and join that group and get updated on my post. I'm always dropping knowledge on my channel. Our PayPal link is paypal.me/Ashley's Grounding. Okay, that's paypal.me/Ashley's Grounding. And if y'all want to go ahead and donate on the Cash App, just go ahead and go to cash.me/money sign Ashley Grounding. Okay, much love, much peace to y'all. And don't forget to check out our website, ashleysgrounded.com. If you want to go ahead and hit us up as far as spiritual consultations, meditation sessions, okay, you're able to do that. Right, we do personal spells as well. You got a legal issue, anything like that going on, go ahead and get a spot on our altar, and we'll make things happen and manifest within your reality. We do weekly money spells as well, which we do have testimonials. So go ahead and check us out. Like I said, we do spiritual consultations. So if y'all got questions and answers, like I said, I am the natural shaman. I'm a teacher first, healer second, right? So I'm going to show you how to heal before I heal you myself. Okay? But peace and love. I'm out.